I love happy birthday vibes. It's important. And what is a birthday without a good carrot cupcake from Nespresso? And I want to show you exactly how to do it. And if you can, I mean, I'd say grab the ingredients now if you want to, or you can grab the recipe a little later. But just to start things off, a carrot cupcake, it's one of those things that it always really just kind of, it gets you. It understands you and it comforts you in the morning. And I think that's the most amazing thing. So I'm going to start things off. Raul, I'm going to need you to come in here for Nespresso duty, my friend.
As you come on,
yes,
my brother, what can I do for thee? What are you making?
First, okay, step one, look good in a coat.
Okay, done.
Right, step two, I'm gonna need just something very special from you, something Nespresso. I'm looking for something perhaps something fermented, something with some wild berry notes.
Wild
I think it's quite
notes,
important.
You're talking about that La Complida Refinada, my friend. You're talking about those wild.
You know what? When you speak foreign like that, the coat becomes even better on you, man.
Stop it, I like it, Carl.
All right, so while you're sorting that out, I just wanted to take you through a couple of things that I have on my station over here. We've got some dry ingredients, and the dry ingredients, they include your carrot cupcake staples. We're talking cinnamon over here, a touch of salt, bicarb, as well as ginger powder, and that all gets thrown into the flour that we have over here. And I just want you to get, basically get quite loose with it. You don't want to be too stiff when you do your cooking, man.
All right.
You have to just get nice and loose with it, all right? So dry ingredients are sorted out. I don't want to worry about that now. All I want to do is go into my wet ingredients. I've got two beautiful whole eggs over here. Nice. They are free range.
Ooh,
and they feel free. I feel like Freda.
It's perfect for the weekend. We can set ourselves free, Carl.
That's it,
man.
Now I want to add my sugar into that, all right? Brown sugar works, you know, it's got that warm, rich, caramelly type of flavor.
And I think it's going to complement that mild acidity coming through from the raffinada as well. So this is going to be a nice balance, man.
And when you say things like acidity, it's the best, you know that. So I just want to mix all of this, the wet ingredients together first, okay, when I do that. And then I'm going to have to call for our Nespresso. Say it again, say it again.
La Complida Refinada.
I am making that my ringtone. That is, it just sounds good when you say it.
I've got an espresso lined up and waiting for you, my friend. So
thank you very much. I want to just add that in there along with.
So I've been waiting for this because I'm trying to figure out how are you going to make a carrot cake and use coffee. Like I'm genuinely trying to figure that out. What I do know is that obviously with the coffee's tasting notes coming through, they've used that fermentation process as well. Yes. So you've got a nice, beautiful aroma coming from that. It's got that, like we said, an all-round sort of a mild bitterness, not too intense. But again, we've got those lovely floral notes coming through from the flavor. And I think that's possibly what I'm keen to see paired with this sort of carrot cake, which is going to make it that cakey sensation we like.
So now that you've given me my Nespresso, can you give me my cream cheese frosting over here? Because that's actually one of those things you have to, on a carrot cupcake, you must have cream cheese.
So this is obviously butter, right?
Yes, it is. Butter.
Surgeon, handing you the butter first.
So butter, that's all your ingredients over there. Yeah, you pour over there.
I can't just stand here in a coat anymore.
I need a guy with a bicep. That's what I'm saying. To actually mix that together. While I do that, I'm going to mix my wet ingredients with my dry ingredients very, very quickly. And the thing is, I don't want to whisk this too much. I want to kind of just let it first see each other, greet each other first, say, hey, how you doing?
Get acquainted, build some rapport.
Yes, exactly. Then pick up lines, you know. Flour looks, then the flour says, hey, pitched up, I gave you flour. And they're like, oh, thank you so much. Wet ingredients look back and say, hey, you know, do you want to go to a cupcake tray together? And then they're like, okay, well, let's go. Next thing you know, the heat is on, the oven. They come through with the cupcakes. Love happens on a Friday. Love lives here on Espresso.
I pictured that whole scenario in my mind, man.
Did you?
It worked. It worked.
It did. Well done. You know, it does work. That's the whole idea. It really does.
So what am I looking for in this little mixture, by the way?
Well, I mean, you want to shake it. You want to get a lot looser than that.
Okay. So you're saying I'm not doing a good enough job yet.
No, it's fine. Involved. You know what? That's the great thing about having the recipe on Espresso show. It's important to have that recipe available to you just in case. EspressoShow.com.
I'm that guy when I watch these recipes. I get so caught up in it, and at the end of it, I'm like, wait, how do you make this again?
That's it.
Luckily, you've got that option, which I'm someone that always uses it.
You know, because it's Friday, I just wanted to make sure that everything is just good to go. The carrots are going in, and this is where things get a little stiffer with the mixture. And to be fair, you want to get a nice texture with regards to, you know, your cupcake mix over here. Because sometimes it gets quite loose. So that's right.
You seem to like it loose, right?
So you know, on a Friday, I get loose. I'm not going to lie. We get nice and loose on a Friday. That's important.
I think we definitely complete each other then, Carl, because for me, when I send into the weekend, I like to keep it nice and tight.
Really?
Yeah, I like to keep it nice and
Like that
tidy,
mixture
tight
there,
and
man.
firm. So
That
I
must
think
loosen-
we complete each other.
Shake,
I'm coming
shake it
through.
loose there, man. Shake it loose. Okay, and now look here, very simply, this is exactly what's going to happen. So this particular mix is going to go into your cupcake trays. I think it speaks for itself. I know it's getting
You're
hot in
making me
here.
work here, actually.
That's the thing. Have you ever noticed that a coat, right? In Afrikaans, coat is cold, and a coat is actually warm when you're actually wearing it. It's the irony of beautiful
Coincidence?
language. Yes,
I
indeed.
think not.
So your mixture goes into your cupcake tins, which is quite important. And then, of course, you got this. And you see
I was wondering
I'm
and
so
thinking
proud of
it's
you.
not going to work, but I just came through in the end. So Mzansi, if you're like me and thinking that, is this icing?
Yeah, it's
Is this icing?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
If you
frosting,
think
yeah.
that icing is not going to work, just push through, give it some muscle, give it some elbow grease, and voila.
That's
Enough
it.
to make Carl smile.
I'm actually very excited about that because in the beginning it does look a bit drier, but don't worry, fear not. I think when you just mix in a little bit more elbow grease, it's quite important. And then once you've got the cupcake, you drop it in here, which is very, very important though. It's into the oven. The ExpressoShow.com has got all the recipe steps for you in case you missed any of them. I think the best part of it is to do a little bit of frosting. So this is your
that's the
frosting
fun stuff.
consistency. And you're going to have your beautiful cupcakes in front of you once they're done. And I think the frosting bit gets sexy with it. You can do a couple of methods with frosting. There are a few of them. So
Well,
method number one.
try your hand at one of
Method
these
number one, if
methods.
you've got a nice, like sort of a stiffer type of icing, you can almost go for a pipe and push like that. And pipe and push like this. You know? You can get really sexy. And it's also nice when people are in the kitchen to actually do that, and they look at you and they're like, oh my word, what you doing, Wasty? And I'm like, hey, well, I'm entertaining you. That's why you came over. That's why we had the romance in the oven. Okay, so the other way is just the simple way where you just kind of go all the way around.
Could you never do like a little
and you just do
a young Salt Bay? Surely.
Are you taking a young Frost Bay?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know if I would ever do that.
You said the world's not ready for that.
Sorry. Come give it a shot. Why not?
Oh, hold up, Mzansi. It's going
I've never
down.
actually seen
it's
it done.
going down.
I've never seen it done with icing. Well, let me go.
Don't try this
Icing
at home.
Bay. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Drops piping bag and says, get yourself a recipe at expressoshow.com and enjoy your Nespresso Carrot Cupcakes.
With every cup, we cultivate some of the finest coffee in the world, celebrating farmers as artists, elevating every coffee moment, because with every cup, precious coffee preserves the beauty of our world. Nespresso, what else?